Ever wonder why you wake up in a bad mood? Well, I'm going to share with you one thing that you can do every morning to change that and get yourself in a great mood. Before we get into the one thing that you can do to wake up in a good mood is we need to understand what happens when we're dreaming. What are our dreams? Like, why do they go on? And our dreams are our brain processing our thoughts and feelings that we've had throughout the day. Okay. So throughout the day, we experience things. We may experience somebody maybe prank us and they like put something that looks like a real snake. And then we walk in and we get scared. But then in a moment, we're like, oh, okay, it's a fake snake. There's no reason to be scared. So let's say we got scared during the day and then, or something scared us. And then at night, when our brains are processing our thoughts and feelings that we had throughout the day, we may have a dream where we're scared and we're running and we can't get away from this big monster or something. And the difference between our daytime thoughts and feelings when we're awake and the nighttime is in the nighttime, we don't have that critical thinking to think, oh, this isn't real. Our dreams feel really real. So when we wake up in the morning, after we have a bad dream, we're probably going to be experiencing being in a bad mood because a lot of our dreams will happen pretty much right before we wake up. And you know those mornings where you're like wake up and then you go back to sleep and you have a dream. Well, if we have a bad dream or a dream with any sort of emotions that aren't pleasant, we're going to wake up in a bad mood because we're going to have what we call a dream hangover. The reason why we have these dream hangovers is because when we're scared during the day and we're awake, our heart starts racing, we get adrenaline pumping, and until we tell ourselves like, oh no, there's no real thing to be scared of here, and then our body calms down. Well, in our dream, our body will physiologically react the same way. So if I have a dream where a monster's chasing me and I'm scared, my body's going to have an increased heart rate, adrenaline, the brain's going to fire in the same way because our bodies have the same reaction to whether we're awake or sleeping. So the only difference is when we're awake, we can say, okay, the threat isn't real and calm ourselves down. But when we're dreaming, we don't have that little voice going, okay, this green monster that looks like the Stave Puft Marshmallow Man is chasing me and I'm scared and I can hardly get away and I'm getting engulfed in marshmallow. Our brains we're not awake to say, okay, this isn't real. So we wake up with the after effects of that emotional charge, that physiological charge that we had during the dream, because our bodies react the same way, whether we're dreaming it or if it happens during the day. The only difference is, like I said, is in during the day, we can say, oh, that's not a real snake. That's not a real threat. We can calm down. We don't actually have that go on in our dreams. We can't say that's not a real threat. It's real. Our bodies react like it's real. So when we wake up, we have a dream hangover of the reaction that we had in our dream. So the one thing that we can do to start waking up in a good mood is if we have a bad dream where we maybe experience jealousy or being scared or fear, is to say to ourselves, that was just a dream and it wasn't real. And once we say that to ourselves, we're able to say, okay, I understand why I woke up in a bad mood. I understand why I woke up jealous or upset. It's because I had this dream and those were the emotions I felt in the dream. So no problem. You felt those emotions in the dream because maybe at some point in the day you experienced them and they were just being processed. That's it. So every morning, if you wake up in a bad mood, just remind yourself that it's just a dream hangover and it's okay. It wasn't real. And then go ahead and tell yourself some good intentions. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to feel good today. I'm going to have a wonderful day, right? And that allows us to not hold on to our dreams and to try to figure out why and what and hold on to them, try to figure out the meanings of them, because we really don't want to be stuck in focusing on why we had this feeling of jealousy or being scared in our dreams. We just want to move on from it and start focusing on what you do want to create. Okay. Anyways, love y'all. Please subscribe. I put out new videos every Sunday, and definitely leave a comment if there's anything that you'd like to see in future videos. And yeah, thanks for liking and sharing, and you're all wonderful. I love you all. And remember, on this channel, your happiness is our #1 priority.